Top of the hour, let's talk about the aftermath of the Nagpur violence and the political rhetoric that has been ongoing. Akhilesh Yadav's Maharashtra MLA Abu Azmi seems to be on a mission. The mission to shock with his baseless, outrageous statements, and the man who should rather was the one in a way starting the fires that singed Nagpur by praising the Mughal tyrant Aurangzeb now says that those arrested by the police are innocent kids. Azmi alleged that the police action is biased as it targets people from one particular community.
नागपुर में वायलेंस हुआ, उस वायलेंस में एक तरफा लोगों को बंद कर दिया। जो बच्चे मस्जिद से निकल के आ रहे थे नमाज पढ़ के, उनको बंद किया। और क्या भयंकर घर गिराए जा रहे हैं लोगों के, और आप मुसलमानों को एक पैकेट लाकर सौगात देना चाहते हैं। ये सिर्फ और सिर्फ रेवड़ी बांटकर मुसलमानों को बेवकूफ बनाने का काम। कुणाल जिसने वो किया, अपना मिमिक्री कुछ किया, कुछ बोला उसने, उसकी कुछ इंसल्ट किसी की हो गई तो सब तोड़ दिया ले जा करके। और अगर नागपुर में मुसलमानों की कोई इंसल्ट हुई तो उसको जेल में डाल दिया आप लोगों ने।
Well, let's get in a word from Shweta now. Shweta, good morning. The victim card again, and this is again what Samajwadi Party leader Abu Azmi seems to be doing. Has he not watched the videos of the said accused in the case, how provocative they were, what was happening on the day when it comes to the kind of vandalism and ruckus and the unrest had taken over the once a peaceful city of Nagpur, and what are the allegations that he seems to be basing on one particular community being targeted over police action?
Well, a very good morning to you as well. Now, as we speak about Abu Azmi, remember once again, he's into the headlines when we speak about the Nagpur violence and calling the vandalists, calling the accused as innocent kids. It is unfortunate, but yes, Abu Azmi, while exclusively speaking to Times Now, he has said that they were kids and they were walking out of mosque and when they were arrested. So we are seeing the kind of support that is being given to the Nagpur unrest and the people, those who are behind it, and also questioning the police investigation is something really unfortunate as well. Now, he has also questioned that police has not done their investigation properly, and he has just the police in fact has just picked few people from one particular community. So this is something really big that is Abu Azmi claiming, and he has also stated that there's only one particular community, why everything is being put out to them. Now we have also seen that when it comes to police investigation, Amita, we have seen how from all the angles, you talk about social media posts to unrest to sloganeering, everything were thoroughly checked, and this was one of its kind violence which broke out in Nagpur, and it was massive in nature. After which we have seen how police investigation in fact expanded, and after intensifying the probe, they got to know two major accused, and now Abu Azmi claiming that these two are innocent kids and they were just walking out of masjid when Nagpur police took action against them and they were arrested. Clearly we are given to understand that yet again after Aurangzeb Rao, Abu Azmi came ahead with an apology also, and that entirely rocked the Maharashtra Assembly.
Right.
Just
and
after
we've seen that happening there as far as the peaceful city of Nagpur being rocked by the sudden outbreak of violent clashes that shook Nagpur has raised several questions about its cause. Was it instigated by a movie like Chhawa, or was it a reaction to Abu Azmi's remark on Aurangzeb in Maharashtra Assembly? Because here it seems when it comes to the political blame game that has been taking place, exactly who provoked and who instigated the violence in Nagpur. And here is Abu Azmi once again saying that a particular community is being targeted just because they come from this community, and that is why they are now being put behind bars. Tuhin Sinha of the BJP is connected with us. Tuhin, now this another is a bizarre theory by Abu Azmi, because earlier we have seen how the issue rocked the Maharashtra Assembly, especially over his remarks on Aurangzeb, political blame game that has been happening, and he is saying that one particular community is being targeted behind the violence.
Well, I think, the time has come to directly probe Abu Azmi's link to the Nagpur riots, because the way he has jumped to defend Fahim Khan, it certainly shows he knows more about the riots than we do. And, we have seen 2 weeks before, it was he who first started provocating the Hindu community by glorifying Aurangzeb, and now he has jumped to defend the chief offender in these riots. So there is certainly something more, that Abu Azmi knows about the riots, which we don't know. And I think the time is right to probe his involvement or his links, possible links in the entire riots.
But to pinning the responsibility is something that we have seen political parties that have been doing in Maharashtra. However, this is on part of the investigative agencies as well, which is visible in the CCTV footages, the kind of people who were behind it, the locals who have been claiming that huge number of people also from the outside gathered and started pelting stones. That's a concern that needs to be raised.
For every one intelligence failure, there are also 99, intelligence successes. Because this mentality of rioters, unfortunately, prevails across the country. So yes, there certainly was a lapse in Nagpur. A violence of this magnitude, a violence of the scale should never have happened. Security and intelligence agencies should have been alert. But the fact is that, like I mentioned, for one such intelligence lapse, there are 99 such incidents which are being subverted, which are being circumvented, actually. So the problem is people like Abu Azmi, who are always there to stoke fire, to always provoke the other community. And like I said, at a time when the investigation is on, to cast aspersions on the investigation seems to be an attempt to defend the chief, accused and the main conspirator, Fahim Khan.
Right. And he already seems to be sympathizing with those who have been arrested and are part of the investigation as well. Tuhin, thank you very much for your point of view. That is the BJP reaction coming in. So who exactly is that Abu Azmi seems to be giving a clean chit to? It is the very same people who are accused of arson, of vandalism, of stone pelting, of torching vehicles. They didn't even spare the police as well, attacking the DCP with an axe, not even sparing the female policemen who were harassed and allegedly molested as well. Now remember, over 30 policemen who sustained injuries in those clashes that broke out on the 17th of March. And after there were rumors that were spread claiming that a chadar with holy inscriptions was burned during the VHP protest, demanding the removal of the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb's tomb in Chhatrapati Sambhaji Nagar. A claim that has been directly refuted by the Chief Minister. However, Abu Azmi still finds support among the opposition.
ये देखो, जो कोई होगा जिसने कोई गुनाह नहीं किया होगा, कौन से साइड का रहो, हिंदू रहो, मुसलमान रहो, उस पर कार्रवाई नहीं होनी चाहिए। ये भूमिका तो हम भी रखते हैं। कोई मुसलमान बोल के उस पर कार्रवाई होए और कोई हिंदू बोल के उस पर कार्रवाई नहीं होए, ये तो नहीं होगा। जो भी दोषी है दंगे में, उस पर कार्रवाई होनी चाहिए। ये भूमिका पे हम भी सहमत हैं।
नागपुर में वायलेंस हुआ, उस वायलेंस में एक तरफा लोगों को बंद कर दिया। जो बच्चे मस्जिद से निकल के आ रहे थे नमाज पढ़ के, उनको बंद किया। और क्या भयंकर घर गिराए जा रहे हैं लोगों के, और आप मुसलमानों को एक पैकेट लाकर सौगात देना चाहते हैं। ये सिर्फ और सिर्फ रेवड़ी बांटकर मुसलमानों को बेवकूफ बनाने का काम। कुणाल जिसने वो किया, अपना मिमिक्री कुछ किया, कुछ बोला उसने, उसकी कुछ इंसल्ट किसी की हो गई तो सब तोड़ दिया ले जा करके। और अगर नागपुर में मुसलमानों की कोई इंसल्ट हुई तो उसको जेल में डाल दिया आप लोगों ने।